Oh, dang, I didn't even... I didn't know you guys were up I did not know I pressed the live button. Hello, all you Instagram people. That's funny. Oh my gosh, let's see.
Oh my God, you're taking over my live?
Well, apparently,
Logan's talking to Marmar, so you can.
I turned on the Instagram and I didn't realize I had done that. So that's fun. Hope I wasn't doing anything bad. So as you guys hop on, say hey, let me know where you're coming in from. We did a trial run to make sure that this recipe was good and it wasn't gross, so that you guys could also see what it looks like at the end. So as you guys hop on, say hey in the comments, let me know where you're coming in from. How is Christmas prep going? I think all of our Christmas stuff is all of our Christmas shopping is done. Now we just have to wrap it all, but I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, so we made gingerbread cookies. So they turned out like this, like actual real gingerbreads.
Noah.
So they even smell like gingerbread. So they turned out really good. And Noah wants to decorate them. So I made him some keto frosting. I just took sugar with a little bit of almond milk and then a little bit of vanilla. And we can do different colors and stuff for him. And then he's gonna do some sprinkles. So he'll be ready to frost his gingerbreads. But I'm gonna make the gingerbread dough for you guys so you see what it looks like, because I was a little bit hesitant as to what it looked like when we made it earlier. I'm like, that does not look like it's gonna turn out. So as you guys jump on, say hey in the comments, let me know where you're coming in from, and we are going to get started. So it's 2 cups of almond flour. Just make sure you guys don't have any clumps or anything in your almond flour. It's way easier if you don't. And then to that, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. It actually has to be melted. It works better this way. So.
Logan's upset because we were supposed to do the live. They took it over.
Oh, well, you guys can go do it. Cinnamon and cloves. And so you can use what? Oh, is he mad? Okay. Anyway, so 2 cups of almond flour. We're going to have a 1/2 cup of keto sweetener. I used Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. You can use Swerve if you want to. I just prefer monk fruit. So 2 cups of almond flour, a 1/2 cup of that. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Super easy. I added in there we go. We've got 1 tablespoon of ginger, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. If you don't have cloves, just use pumpkin pie spice, which is totally fine. You're gonna do 1 large egg.
Noah.
Mom?
Yeah, buddy.
So, can we decorate the cookies now?
Yeah, in just a minute. Then you're gonna use blackstrap molasses. So this is the one that I used. Can you see that blackstrap molasses?
Okay.
So it's 14 carbs for 1 tablespoon. You're gonna use 2 Hey. How much did I use? I can't remember. A 1/2 tablespoon of it.
All of it.
And hey, what are you doing? You're gonna eat it? Anyway, so if you look on the ingredients, for 1 tablespoon is 14 grams of carbs. It doesn't have any dietary fiber, but it says at the bottom there is no sugar added to the blackstrap molasses. It's literally just what's in the molasses. And it should, once you get all your cookies done, it's gonna even out to 2 grams of net carbs per cookie. If your batch makes 10. But the last batch I made, no, thank you, made, I don't know, probably 20. So I think it just depends on how thick you make your cookies. Okay, can you go? Stop. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm giving you 2 recipes. I will give you this other one in just a minute because Mama messed up. So this was supposed to be 1/3 of a cup of butter for the keto caramels that I'm making, and I did 3/4 of a cup of butter. So this is actually a triple batch of keto caramels. So if anybody wants keto caramels when they're done, just let me know and I can send them your way. No, just kidding. So, all right, so back to this. So we've got, it's 2 cups of almond flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, a tablespoon of ground ginger, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves or pumpkin pie spice, whichever one you want, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Here's that one. 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1/2 tablespoon of molasses, or you can use maple syrup if you want to use that. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. So I put the vanilla and the blackstrap molasses both in here. That's why it looks like it's so much. It's because it has both. Super dark. Super dark. Alright. There we go. Alright, so then you're just going to give this a good mix, and at some point you're going to switch over to doing it with your hands because it's just easier. But you get this all well mixed and incorporated. And then you make it into a ball and you put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes for it to really combine. Ooh. And then you can actually roll it out in between 2 pieces of parchment paper, and it actually rolls out really nicely, and you can make your gingerbread.
You already made it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You need one of these.
I need a toothpicker? For what?
To poke it.
To poke it when it's done, to check and see?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello. Thank you for sharing, Vicki Powell. Thank you for sharing, Misty Carpenter. You guys are awesome.
One of the pokies. That didn't hurt.
Don't. That's what you only poke it when we see if it's cooked. This isn't cooked yet. All right. So it will incorporate really well. It's super. Did you just take my plastic? I just fixed that, darn it. So it sticks very well together, and you just. Okay, go with Daddy. You just roll it up in a ball, cover it in plastic wrap, and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes for it to do its thing. Okay? 30 minutes in the fridge. So, let's see. That is that one for you. Ooh, making a mess. We are making a mess and checking it twice. Not a mess, a list. We're making a list. Okay. Holy smokes. Okay, so now the keto caramels. Y'all, I messed up. So this funny story is supposed to be 1/3 of a cup of butter, a 1/2 cup of sugar-free syrup. I used Lakanto's maple syrup, right? This one. And then it is 1 cup of sugar. Again, I used the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. And then 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and a teaspoon of vanilla. And all you have to do is you make sure that the butter is melted, and then you add everything else in, mix it together really well, and then you microwave it in 4-minute increments until it gets to that caramel stage. But because I tripled that recipe by accident, totally didn't mean to, but instead of doing 1/3 of a cup of butter, I did 3/4 of a cup of butter. That's fun. So, hey Shannon. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I may end up having to just like separate out the, separate it out into like little smaller batches so that it actually will microwave, but we'll see. So far it looks like it's doing its thing. It's turning to a nice caramel color, but anyway, so we did, Noah wanted to do some butterflies. So they turn out really good. That's what they look like. They taste really good. I had 2 that we just made into like ginger snaps kind of, because that was all that was left of the dough. But we are going to ice them with some icing and let Noah decorate them with his sprinkles and stuff. But they smell like gingerbread, and they crack pretty good. So they taste really good. They taste like gingerbread. Huh?
What you do with my gingerbread?
They're right here.
I cannot eat it.
He wants to.
Cannot eat it.
Okay, sorry. He really, really wants to decorate them.
Mom,
So
get decoration for the cookies.
Oh, it's right here.
Whee!
Whoa. All right, here, you can decorate the gingerbread men first.
Okay.
Oh, this guy got a little crispy. So, again, this one was 1 batch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We probably made 25 cookies, and the recipe,
That's 25.
the original recipe only called for 10.
Get down.
So technically speaking, the carb count is going to be like half, less than half than what the original recipe was, which was 2 carbs per cookie. So it's going to be like literally less than 1 carb per cookie. But then we're going to put some topping on it, so that'll bring the carb count back up. Because he's going to put his sprinkles on it. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's day 7 and 8 of Christmas goodies. I'm going to have to go to the store because we have run out of keto sugar. We're almost out of we're almost out of almond flour. What else were we almost out
Can I
of?
tell them the story of why we need to go to the store?
I already did.
Oh, how you all did it?
Like he's going to out me on something.
I was trying.
What else? So yeah, so we've still got Buckeyes coming. We've still got Divinity coming. We've still got... Ooh, I think I might actually switch out the Divinity for these hot cocoa... they're called hot cocoa drops or hot cocoa bombs or something like that. but they look amazing. And a friend of mine made them the other day, and I was like, oh, and she did a taste test of them today. So I'm kind of thinking I might just steal her recipe and make them for you guys because they looked pretty bomb. So we might have to improvise on one of those things. So we still have peanut butter blossoms. We still have divinity, pecan bars, peppermint patties, pumpkin bars with cream cheese frosting, sugar cookies, mini cheesecakes, Buckeyes, Twix, and Snickers. So all of the things are still coming. Ridiculously crazy. Ooh! Ridiculously crazy. So if you just jumped on Esta, I just showed them how to make gingerbread cookies, keto gingerbread cookies. And yeah, Ricky made that dough this morning. And I had a little mishap with my measuring. So this is a triple batch of keto caramels, which we might have to separate out into separate bowls, but we'll see. So, oh man. So this is gonna be keto caramels when it gets done microwaving for forever. The original recipe was a third of what's in there now, and it was to cook it at 4-minute intervals for 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm fairly certain I'm gonna have to separate those out into different bowls and just let them do it like that, but we'll see. I'll give it one more round of 4 minutes and see what happens. Otherwise I'll switch it into, yeah, I know, I read the recipe and I could have swore it says 3/4 of a cup of butter, and it was 1/3 of a cup of butter. So I tripled the recipe because I'd already put the butter and everything on top of the butter. So I had to just go with it. So it's going to be lots and lots of caramels. So anyways, it'll be great for keto little care packages for everybody. I'm going to just mail them away. Anyways, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for hanging out. I'll get these recipes up. Well, if this caramel turns out, even with me messing it up, I'll get it posted for you guys so you have them. And Noah really wants to decorate his cookies, so we're going to do that. Otherwise, have a great night and come join me again tomorrow. Bye. Say bye.